Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to fillet a bluegill in less than 45 seconds, completely boneless. Anybody can do this with a little practice. Bluegills are a great eating fish, but they are small, and it takes quite a few to make a meal, especially for a larger family. And you don't want to be stuck at your cleaning table for hours cleaning fish to get ready for dinner. So this video will help you speed up that process and be more efficient. I'm going to fillet a fish full speed to show you what I'm talking about. Then we're going to slow it down. I'm going to show you the exact knife strokes and the bone structure and how to work around it to make this a really easy process. And then it's just a matter of practice and you'll be able to do it in 45 seconds yourself. So let's get started with this first fish. All right, guys, I'm starting with a nice bluegill here. I'm going to show you how to do this full speed here real quick. So we're just going to make a cut behind the head, turn the knife, come along the dorsal, through, out the tail, up and over the ribs, bring it to the edge of the table, and skin it. There's one side. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And then up and over the ribs again, like so. So there you go, guys, two nice perfect fillets in less than 45 seconds. There's pin bones in here, but those will usually cook out on a bluegill sized fish, but you can remove those, and I will show you how to do that as well. But now I'll break this down and show you exactly how to do it. Okay, guys, before we slow down and I show you exactly how I do this at a slower pace, I wanted to show you the bone structure of a bluegill. So this would be like a cross section right through the middle of the fish. This would be the back or the dorsal. This would be the bottom of the fish. This is the spine right here. And there's bones coming off the spine heading up towards the dorsal fin. And then this would be your rib cage right here, okay? And then there's little pin bones coming off of that reach right to the skin. So as we cut around this fish, we're going to be slicing through just to here until we get to that tail. And then we can slice all the way through the tail. There's no bones in that tail section. But then when we come back, we're going to be cutting up to the ribs here, and you're going to be feeling the knife slide over the top of these ribs, clipping through these little tiny pin bones, and then sliding down the other side of the ribs. So basically we're cutting straight down, and as we cut, we're going to feel the tip of the knife hitting those ribs. Then we're going to slice the tail off, come back to here, up and over those ribs, and then we're just going to come down here and snip it off right there. So that's kind of what you're looking at. It's a good picture or visual to kind of visualize what we're going through as we cut through this fish. So let's go back to the table, and I'll show you how we actually fillet this bluegill slowly and explain it step by step. All right, guys, so here's how we're going to do this. This is about an 8-inch bluegill. It's a good eating size fish. I'm going to face it away from me. That's how I do this. I face it away from me, and my first cut is going to be right here. So it's going to kind of angle up into the head because there's a lot of meat here. There's not much down in here, so we don't need to get by this pectoral fin as much. And we're just going to cut straight down until we feel the backbone. Just work it back and forth. You're going to feel the backbone. It's very obvious when you hit that backbone, and you're going to be just behind the gill plate at a slight angle here. So once you hit that backbone, you want to bring your knife back towards the head, and you want it to start about a quarter way through the fish, because this is where the top of that rib cage is that we talked about in that whiteboard picture. It's right about in here. So we're going to just slice away the meat, and you can feel the tip of your knife hitting those ribs as you slice in. It's going to slice real easy till you hit the ribs. Now right about in here, you're not going to feel any ribs anymore, and you can push all the way through. It's real easy to push all the way through, and then you're going to put a slight angle downward, and so you're just going to feel the top of that spine that runs through here, and you're just going to glide your knife over that spine like so. And it helps if you kind of keep your knife at a little bit of an angle because it slices through, and really it doesn't take much rocking motion. You can pretty much just right through there. Now we have everything from the top of the backbone all the way through the tail detached. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to peel it up. I'm just going to start slicing over the top of those ribs. It usually only takes about 3 slices as I peel. And then we're cutting through those little pin bones I showed you at the top of the ribs right here. Just like that. And now we're just going to follow those ribs down, and basically just one slice as I push my knife forward is going to cut all the rest of the way down. And then it's just a simple turn and through. Okay, now we've got our first chunk. Now I'm just going to push the carcass out of the way a little bit, and I like to bring my fillet close to the edge of the table here so I can work my knife along it. And I'm just going to pinch the end with my finger, slice down, kind of re-grip it, and re-grip it, and just work it. Slicing is important here. Re-grip it and all the way through. That's going to leave you the skin with no meat left on it. It's going to leave you the fillet. Now, as I talked about, there's that one row of pin bones right in here. You can remove them if you want, but on a fish this size, you really don't have to. But they're just right in the middle there. You can kind of feel them with your finger, and they go to about just the back of that, where that rib cage was. You can remove those, and now you've got definitely a bone-free fillet. Although, like I said, not really necessary on most fish this size because they will just cook out when you fry them up. Okay, let's repeat the process on the other side now. I like to flip them again towards me, back towards me, and we're going to angle the knife the same way on this side. Again, we're going to bring it back about a quarter down the fish. Bump those rib bones till you don't bump them anymore, right about there. Slide it through. Angle your knife slightly down, all the way out. Grip, peel, 1, 2, 3 slices, and then 1 all the way down, and then slice it off, just like that. And we're just gonna skin it, just like so. So there you have it, that's pretty much it. 2 nice boneless fillets in under 45 seconds, no problem. Well, there you go, guys, an easy way to fillet a bluegill. And I guarantee you, if you practice it, you can be doing them in under 45 seconds yourself, no problem. So make sure you subscribe to the channel before you take off, because there is a lot more videos like this one on the channel and a lot more coming that you don't want to miss. And if you want to purchase the knife I used in this video, links down below. Thanks, guys. Get hooked up.